Good morning, everyone in Sydney and Australia, and good evening to everyone in North America. This is Danish. This is the weekly chart review call, starting with the S&P 500 futures. That's ES. Let's look at the weekly chart. This is good. Big uh, upward trend that has begun, and this is in conformance to what I had told in June, July, that sometime next year, ES would hit 4,600 mark. So this is on the way to that target, this trend. We'll discuss about it in further detail after we're done with all the charts. Looking at daily is just fine. This is shooting up. We may expect some resistance right here, a few red days, consolidation along the line, and then go past the resistance level at 3720, 3730. That's ES. Talking about NQ. NASDAQ is breaking this box that we had created last week. The weekly is good. Trying to get back inside this channel. This channel has held on NASDAQ since late March. So the NASDAQ uptrend has been way more straight upwards compared to ES. And this is just trying to get pushed in. The long wick at the bottom shows how much the buying pressure was. It was coming down, and yet the bulls pushed this candle all the way up and then some. So this is a good sign. It's trying to get back inside this channel. It may feel some resistance at 12,705, but this is the next one. So it's like a 3 levels of resistance right here. The fib level here, and the channel itself acts as a resistance. We can see here it was trying to get in, and it got rejected. So next time, once more, in the coming week or two, it should try to get back inside. Talking about Russell. Russell is up big, and this is at the resistance level of 1903 and 1889. This should see some consolidation this week. Let's look at the daily chart. Yeah. So like up, side, up, now side. So this is a very normal behavior. Up to side, up to side, up to side. So side is good here. If it tries to shoot up too much at this level, then that's a problem. We have seen that in ES so many times in recent past. It tries to shoot up without consolidating, and then we have a bigger red days. So from a generic perspective, yes, the trend is still up, which is good, but the ideal upward trend is side to up, side to up, side to up, which is like this one, a high base formation. Russell is up in really good sense. Dow Jones is also good. This is doing better than Russell, so to speak, because it consolidated here and now it's moving upwards. So let's see on a daily chart. Yeah, up to side. Now it's up again. This is the ideal behavior, bouncing between these two levels and still moving upwards, up and down, up and down. So it can go either high base formation or for keep forming higher lows and higher highs. So in either case, it's taking one step, three steps forward, two step back, in a sense, making taking it forward one step up every single time. So that's what it is doing here. Let's quickly go over XJO, that's Australian Securities Exchange for people in Australia. This is up big and this is back into the channel. It stayed out of the channel for such a long time that I was almost expecting it will never come back in, but it did. And looking at it on a weekly is pretty healthy back inside this channel. It took a long journey outside the channel before it got back in, but now it's constantly going up. It did cross uh, the resistance level at 65.99, just sitting right here precariously. If you see the weekly candle, this candle stayed just below, this candle stayed just above this line. So that's not a coincidence. This was a support slash resistance level. That's where it was. And it's just ready to move up from here. And the next major resistance ASX should face would be at 71.97, which was the previous all-time high. Talking about Nifty for people who are investing in India. Nifty is just showing very similar behavior like NASDAQ. It's facing resistance while going up, trying to get back inside the channel, just tagging underneath the channel. And this week it should face resistance at 13,534. And also this bottom line of the channel itself acts as a resistance when trying to get in. We have seen this here, we've seen this here, trying to get back in, getting pushed back out. So this is just like trying to get back in as soon as it can. This is following NASDAQ very closely. So that's it for me. You can unmute yourself and feel free to ask any question that you may have.